Hi guys, guys and girls, it's Leon,
And Joel,
and this is Far Cry 3, which you have reviewed and you thought was...
I thought it was excellent. Really, really good. Loved it in almost every way. I thought the story was very good. There's absolute boatloads to do. It looks very nice, as you can see, trees, butterflies.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's brilliant. I think it's probably the best open world first-person shooter on PS3.
Cool. I mean, we've seen Vass, we've seen sort of the drugs and the rebel fighters and the guy going on the worst holiday ever. How does it actually sort of unfold? How does it progress?
Yeah, so basically you're on your vacation with your rich friends, brothers and girlfriend. You go skydiving, land on this island, which you can see around you, and then you all get kidnapped by Vass and his group of gnarly pirates. And basically what happens is you escape, and you then have to spend the rest of the game helping tracking down your friends and trying to help them escape as well.
Christ, it's huge.
Yeah, it's really big. So this is hang gliding. This is just one of the many things you can do.
How far? So what? Can you even on the mountains? I'm pointing. The mountains at the back of the image there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's. I can't really tell which direction. Yeah, that's all part of the island.
Wow.
There's two islands as well. There's the North Island and the South Island. And yeah, you can hang glide. You can use your wingsuit. You can parachute. You can take planes, boats.
There's a car which just went underneath us there. So what is going on there?
So
Is that...
that'll be that'll be either pirates who are the bad guys or the Rakyat who are the tribe who you sort of become a part of and help out in their rebellion against the pirate forces.
Okay.
So actually this is the end game now. I've completed the story, but as most open world games do these days, it lets you
Carry on.
sort of muck about for a bit and do loads of stuff, and there is loads of stuff to do.
Like what, extra side missions? Or?
Yeah, so there's, for instance, there's like different sort of quest trees, as it were. So there's like Path of the Hunter, which tasks you a bit like Red Dead, finding rare animals and taking them down. There's what's called Wanted Dead quests, where you have to hunt down pirates and kill them just using a knife. There's a load of bandit camps around that you can sort of storm and take over. So I'm just going to the map here because I want to try and find a shark to fight.
Is that not like a shark marker? Is it? It's just that shark
Ah,
territory?
hang on, there's a shark right there.
Wait, what?
I just saw it. There it is.
Wait. Oh, wow. So you
I'll go and swim up to him.
Because you can punch them, but you can't fight them. What's the...
Yeah, so you can kill them, but you can't kill them with your bare hands. You're not quite that manly. So if you want to kill a shark,
You need a gun.
you need a gun. Preferably
So this is like how Jaws should have been.
a ranged gun. I've lost him now.
Over there.
There he is. I don't think I can get him from here.
It'd be amazing if you did.
I got him!
No.
Yes! What a shot that is. Look, there he goes. Sinking to the bottom of the ocean.
That's incredible.
I'll have to go up. I have to get air and then try and take his skin off.
So yeah, the animals you use them to upgrade, don't you? Like this.
Yes, this is something the game does really well. It makes all the side stuff you do actually feel meaningful. So you use. Oh gosh, there's another one. Oh no, I'm in shark territory here. Yeah, so you start off with. Oh gosh, I'm scared. I want to get back on my little rock. You start off with like a backpack that can only hold one, maybe two weapons.
Yeah.
A wallet that can only hold $1,000. I'll show you actually. I don't know, I've gone through many. Syringes. So these are the syringes. So you can do healing syringes, endorphin boosts. There are ones that help you hunt, so you can repel animals or see the animals, and blah blah blah. But you can only hold so much of this stuff at first. So you get a simple holder, 2 weapons, then you upgrade to 3 and 4. You upgrade your wallet again, so it can hold more and more money. and you do all of that by using these the skins of the animals that you find throughout the game. So, and you actually sort of have to do it because it gets really annoying when your backpack's constantly full, or being able to only hold 2 weapons is incredibly irritating. I've lost Mr. Shark.
Are these weapons upgraded as well? I mean, I see it's got
Yeah.
sights and
Yeah, so,
silences.
so the sight, this sight I put on, so if you look here, the little blue bits on the weapons, the things I've put on,
Oh, right, okay.
I'll go into a weapons store at some point and show you what you can upgrade. So yeah, and this is actually one of the special weapons that you get. You have to find it sort of during the game and then pay quite big bucks for it, but it's very, very good.
Should we fight something?
Yeah, let's fight something.
Ooh,
It's
what was that?
that was probably a car.
Yep.
So, I've cleared quite a lot of the map already. So red bits are enemy controlled territory.
Can you... Blimey, it's huge.
Yeah, it's massive. And then the sort of clear bits are the bits I've already taken. So if we set a waypoint for this...
Can you, in theory, clear all the red patches? Can you get rid of all of them?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, there's, I don't know, 40 odd bandit camps, 30, 40 bandit camps, and you can do them. And they're all really fun to do because this is why the game's so great. There's so many different ways of doing anything. You know, you can storm in, guns blazing. You can get a lorry, drive it towards a thing, jump out at the last minute and watch it blow everyone up. You can snipe from miles away. You can, you can climb up a mountain and parachute in and take everyone out. You can release a tiger on people. It's like, honestly, there's so many.
It sounds like the sort of
things
thing
to
that they've kind of... Far Cry sort of promised a lot in the past, never quite delivered.
Yeah, it delivers on pretty much all fronts this time around, which is nice. And I think it's that freedom to explore and basically pick and choose how you play the game that really makes it so interesting. I played the game primarily in stealth, so I used my bow an awful lot, which is really, really powerful, and I used sniper rifles and stuff like that. But then other people I've spoken to have been rocket launchers and light machine guns and stuff like that, so it really is up to you.
Okay.
Just hop in this car. We haven't got very far to go, but
It's the world's worst car.
probably, yeah, the cars are all awful, although there are quad bikes which are quite fun.
I mean, I can see a little bit kind of like texture sort of pop up, but it doesn't look...
Yeah, it's not absolutely perfect because it's such a huge game, but by and large the little pop-up and stuff didn't really bother me, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it doesn't... I'm only noticing it because I'm looking out for it. I don't think it doesn't seem overly
It's really
intrusive.
quite,
It's there.
it's
but-
really quite a nice looking game
Yeah.
when everything sort of loads in. Yeah, so the black smoke there is from the bandit camp.
Yeah. Because a lot of the sort of the visual language of the world is done quite, from what I've seen in the trailers, done quite cleverly. Like you get the black smoke, and so
Yeah,
you don't get
and
like
that flag as well.
a chevron or a light.
No,
it's
and
built into the world's.
The game's got quite a nice mechanic, which I hated at first. And let's see, let's get back up here. Where you have this camera.
I like the sound of this because if you can
And
see everyone, you can.
Okay, I can't actually see everyone.
It's-
Oh, there's a guy there. So
Yeah.
it tags the people you can see,
Yeah.
and then they show up on your mini map.
See, I like this idea because it rewards you for casing the joint out.
Yeah, exactly. So
I guess now because we're using a completely game save on a new account, it's giving us all the trophies
yeah,
again. Isn't it?
yeah. So I know where those guys
back
are.
off.
now.
So you can still carry on.
I can see that guy through
I
the
like
walls.
that. I think
It's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
I just thought it was going to be a bit cumbersome at first, but actually it's excellent.
No, yeah, because that's the thing. The worst thing I think with the first Far Cry is you'd sort of work your way in, or second Far Cry I should say. You work your way in, you find some people, and then as soon as you start shooting and they start running, you lose them.
Yeah, and so there's different troops. So the skulls are just normal guys. The shields are the heavies,
Yeah.
and then the lightning bolts, the chargers. They basically just run at you like suicidal nut bars. So I will try and do this as stealthily as possible.
Do you get does it let you? How do you know if they can or are about
There
to see you?
is an indicator like there is in most games now.
Yeah.
You will probably see it at some point. This is quite a small bandit. See, it just flashed up there and then went away really quickly. It's a little white indicator. It's quite small as bandit camps go. This is an alarm box, so if I disable the alarms, even if they see me,
They can't call other people.
can't call
Will that bring
reinforcements.
people in from outside the camp?
yeah, it brings in loads of people as
Oh,
well.
okay.
So what I'll try and do is throw a rock. Oh no, I've stabbed myself with a syringe. Sorry, I've forgotten the control. Throw a rock. See if that can distract a guy. Hopefully it will only bring one of them
One
over.
of them, yeah. Is the charger getting drunk? Is that what he's doing? He looks drunk.
And that one of them will
Oh.
probably spot that,
Yeah.
which is fine. now see, this could be a problem. Oh no, it's okay, because I've bought the ability which allows you to do a takedown on the heavies, which initially you can't do. So he's trying to use the alarm, but it's not working. So that's fine. So
Can you hide bodies?
you can. Actually, you can't. What you can't do is pick them up once they've fallen. But when you're doing a takedown, you can drag them a bit like in Dishonored.
Okay.
Oh, he's going to see me. Right.
Well, it did.
No, it's fine. As soon as he turns around, I'm going in. He's
Hey.
always coming. Oh gosh. Okay. Fight's on. That's exactly what I'm doing. And that's that.
Cool. So, can they come back? Is that place safe now?
That place is safe now. That's now unlocked as a fast travel location, and it should. So no alarm's triggered. If you do it stealthily, you get another 1,000 XP on top of that.
What's that notice board over there? Is that like
Right.
jobs?
So yeah. So every time you liberate one of these, you get a certain amount of jobs. Sometimes just one, sometimes a few. This is a wanted dead quest, which I will undertake. So it's basically as simple as it says. Some of them are the hunter ones. I've done quite a lot of those, which is probably why that didn't show up. Yeah, so these are your boys. They come in and take the place over.
It's fun.
And yeah, so now this is for us. There'll be a weapons cache here somewhere that I can use. Yeah, and the map looks a bit prettier now with less red on it, and that's our flag flying.
Tree.
Yeah, nice peaceful tree. Yeah, and I don't know, I just found, because every one of those I've done has been different. I actually wanted to do them all. It's not like some games where every side mission of a particular type plays out in exactly the same
Yeah, you seem to get that a lot.
Oh gosh, they've seen me.
Oh.
I didn't realise it was right there.
Yeah. You get that a lot in games anyway, where they go, here's like all these different missions, and then when you go there, it's basically the same mission over and over again.
Yeah. Oh, this is a terrible idea. I need to know. See, one of them I have to kill with the knife. Not any of these guys.
Any of these.
Right. You can all die. That's my healing syringe.
Yeah.
They're on the run now.
You. It's always best to shoot them in the back when they're running away.
Ah, he set himself on fire. Oh, no. We're still coming. Jeez.
Persistent.
He's a very persistent little bugger.
So,
Yeah, so one of them, the commander, is the guy I have to kill with a knife.
guessing he'll look.
Ah, there he is. So he's Mr. Yellowhead. He's cowering.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's good. So. Bye bye.
Could you kill them without the knife?
If you kill him without a knife, you don't complete the quest. You could,
Oh.
you can do it if you want to.
What are these flashing plants? Are they?
Right. So, yeah. So there's I think 4 different kinds of plants: red, green, yellow, blue, and blue and white.
Technical names.
Well, I'll show you. So if I want to make some potions, healing potions, I go into crafting, medical. Okay, I don't have any green leaf, but if I do, I can make that. The red ones are the combat. So you can make, this will stop you getting set on fire. This one enhances your accuracy. They last, 25 odd seconds. That one lasts 50 seconds. Some of them, the hunting ones are really useful. That one in particular allows you to see where animals are without actually being able to sort of see them. You can see their outline and stuff like that.
So with the crafting system, is it all like these are all things you need to make, or is there like some stuff you might never make because you never played that way?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really use a lot of the combat syringes because I never really got into loads of combat situations where there were grenades and rockets flying and stuff like that because that wasn't how I was playing. But
Have you ever shot anyone on the zipline?
you know what? I don't think I have. I'm sure there's a trophy for that. It's an ability you have to buy.
A goat?
No, it's just a rock.
No, there's a goat behind you.
Oh, is there? Yeah, there'd be some goats. Oh, yeah.
What is the wildlife like? Because I saw one of the other guys.
No, it's not a goat. It's a boar, I think.
It's a
Buffalo.
buffalo, yeah.
It's
The
now-
guy
it's now
I
dead.
saw who's also
There's loads
reviewing
of them.
this was saying that he got caught in a three-way between some rebels and some emus.
Oh my gosh! I just got butted. Jeez.
They are angry.
I just killed his bro. I'm about to actually get killed by a buffalo. I didn't want to do that. You made me.
So yeah. So anyway, what I've heard is that, the wildlife is quite kind of independent, and it will do weird things. And as we saw there,
the wildlife does what it wants. To be honest, like I've seen tigers fighting boar. I've seen, pigs running into the middle of the road. I've seen all sorts of weird stuff. I'm just trying to see if there's a hunting quest anywhere we could do.
How many sort of quest type things are there? Can you put like a number on the types of things you can do?
I don't need to do that. I can show you exactly how many there are. There is a very handy handbook in here. Shows you all the missions. So I've done all the missions because I've completed the game. The radio towers, which is what you go up. It's like in Assassin's Creed. You synchronize and then you can see the map around you.
Yeah.
So there's 34 outposts. Jeez, have I only done 12?
Wow.
It's a lot of stuff, as you can see.
Yeah. So you say you finished it, but I can see loads of them have barely been touched.
Yeah, and I mean, I've probably played this for 30 hours, maybe 25, 30 hours. So there's an awful lot of stuff to do.
I'm so excited. This is definitely what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
this is my week off game.
It's genuinely brilliant, this game.
What did you give it again, sorry?
I gave it a 9.
9, yes.
Yeah, a very strong 9. So I'm just going to jump us into another. What's this? No, we don't need to go there.
I'm guessing the animals are just markers for territories, not specifically
there
is an animal.
So that's dingo territory. That's deer territory.
I want to see an emu.
Okay. I will get you. That's probably as close as I can get. They're actually called cassowaries.
I know.
But I will try and find you one. Yeah, one of the first outposts I did, they had one in a cage, so I shot the lock on the cage and it went and pecked everyone to death. It's brilliant. And there's a load of wildlife there that's not there for any particular purpose. It's just
there to interact.
Populates the island. I don't know, where are you, Mr. Man?
I think there's a day-night cycle. I think getting dark.
Day-night cycle. Yeah. It rains. It's got all those things you'd expect.
Is this basically kind of like Skyrim with guns?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's...
And it's not broken.
Yeah.
It's Skyrim that works with guns. Yeah. That's probably
just shows what happens when you don't have wooden spoons everywhere that you have to remember.
Probably as close a comparison as you could make. I wonder if I can climb up there.
See that immediately that makes me think of Skyrim. Like, can I balk the territory to get somewhere?
Yeah. No, I'm not going to be able to. Damn you. It's probably. I mean, there isn't. I imagine there isn't quite as much to do as there is in Skyrim. I don't think you could sustain 200 hours of this, but you could probably get well into 50 plus. I would think.
Yeah. Cool. And there's co-op as well, which we'll look at later.
There's co-op and there's also competitive multiplayer. Which we will do a full test on the game.
They got the map editor, haven't they? They did.
It's the map editor as well. Yeah, all of this stuff we're going to test when it's sort of in the wild, because otherwise it's quite difficult.
The map editor was really impressive in the previous game, but the previous game wasn't so great. So you could build incredible things, but the multiplayer was pretty rough. I wonder if the
emus are asleep. I'm seeing no emu.
Can you wait?
Oh gosh, I keep stabbing myself accidentally. Maybe emu waiting isn't the most riveting thing to watch. Okay, let's jump into some more fighty stuff. Let's do another one of these little outposts. These are always quite entertaining. So yeah, you can fast travel to any camp you've liberated, and there's a few default fast travel points on each island you can do. What else should I try and do? I can climb up somewhere really high and use my wingsuit at some point. That's quite fun.
What's the difference between a wingsuit and a glider?
Functionally, there isn't very much, but the good thing is your wingsuit's always on you. So if you accidentally fall off something, you can pull out your wingsuit.
Nice.
So this is the very extensive range of guns that there is. So for instance, if you wanted an assault rifle and you wanted to customize it, this is the kind of stuff you can do. Yeah. Extended mags, sights. You can also give it different paint jobs.
Do they do anything?
Doesn't do anything.
It does not affect it.
Looks quite cool. And there's at least sort of 4 or 5 in each category, and then there's these special weapons. So you can repair cars with that. That fires flares.
What do the flares do?
Flares are distractions, and they will also take someone out if you hit them with it.
Okay.
Flamethrower, which is used for a couple of missions, which are really good fun. And then, there's these two signature weapons. This incredibly powerful shotgun, which I haven't been able to afford yet, and this, which I have been able to afford, and is really good. So every camp has a guns for sale thing, which also you can refill your ammo at and stuff like that. So, let's hop in this car. Where's the car? Where's the car?
The driving all right? Does it feel-
Yeah, the driving's fine. I mean, it's not Gran Turismo or anything.
No.
It's perfectly functional. Let's just quit and see where I need to go. Okay, right, and then right at the fork. That's the thing. The game's so big that you do actually need to check the directions. Yeah, it's quite easy to get a bit over exuberant and crash. And on quad bikes especially, it's very easy to end up driving off a cliff into the sea.
Can you jump out in the air then and wingsuit off?
Yes, you can. I've done that a couple of times. Wingsuited off a quad bike off the top of the mountain, which is pretty cool. And then when you're near the ground, you can pull your parachute and extend your fall a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it really is massive. I sort of started to take it for granted after a while. The game is, but it's
I think what I look for in games like this is that not only that sort of freedom to kind of explore and mess around, but that sort of improvisational thing where, like, say, you drive off a cliff and then you go, oh, I can use my wingsuit.
Yeah.
Or, just things present themselves as a combination of what's there rather than being told, this is how you do this bit, this is how you do that bit.
well, it's absolutely brilliant in that regard. There are as many ways to do everything. There are basically weapons and tools in the game, pretty much.
Okay. So is it going to be a bit kind of like Deus Ex or Hitman-y where it'll be the kind of game you play it as?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a very solid shooter if you want it to be a shooter. It's actually a very accomplished stealth game if you're into stealth. And like I said, that's what I did for pretty much all of it. Can't quite get up on this rock. This doesn't seem like the right way in. And again, this is one of the things I loved about it is I was speaking to people who've played it, and we all came back with different anecdotes about things that happened in our game that no one else had seen, which is a sort of something not a lot of games managed to do. Red Dead was very notable for it. Oh, the dogs are so annoying. Oh, and they've seen me. The dogs have seen me.
Wow.
Shoot. I don't know if anyone knows where I am.
No, they're just...
Oh, no, they do.
Oh, it's dog. Oh no, they're still heading over to where you were.
Oh, that's true.
Did you do that?
No, they've shot at it. Yeah, see, this is quite good because it's not... The AI isn't sufficiently... Oh, the reinforcements are coming. The AI isn't sufficiently irritating that they always know where you are once they've seen you. You can actually lose them again.
I do like that sort of... when you can almost manipulate them.
Wow.
That's a lot of dogs.
I've never seen you capture dogs. Oh my
Wow.
gosh, there's dogs everywhere. I'm getting out of it. I'm not getting out of it at all. I'm going to die. Oh, I've been taken out by dogs.
That was about
Oh,
6 dogs.
Gosh. Usually there's like one, maybe two.
You should have sniped the dogs.
I know. Well, they saw me before I had time to. I was about to drop a grenade on them. That didn't go so well.
Yeah, it's a learning curve.
Yeah, it is. And what there
Like
also
a big string
is,
of sausages.
which people might want to see, is there's also a skill tree. So
This is the tattoo, isn't it?
This is the tattoo. There's actually 3 skill trees. So there's the Heron, which is your long range takedowns and mobility. So there's things like cooking grenades, jumping onto enemies to kill them, killing them off ledges. You can hold your breath for longer, steady the crosshair. Then there's the Shark, which is assault, takedowns and healing. So it's like an extra health slot, first aid's better. This is your heavy beatdown thing, which is very useful. And then there's the Spider, which is the one I specialised in at first, so which is stealth and survival. So it gives you more items from plants or animals, stuff like that. But by the end of the game, so I've got all of this one, all of this except 2, and all of this except 4 or 5. So by the end, you can almost max it out, and actually you can have a look at your tattoo.
Are they all sort of
That's
useful?
what your tattoo ends up
Right.
looking like. like. Yes, they are actually all very useful. It's another thing the game does really well is that very few of them feel redundant.
Because I think like Borderlands, one of my pets sort of hates Borderlands 2 as much as I love it, is there's sometimes the ones you want are behind ones you don't want. You end up having to level something up 5 times just to get to the one you want.
Yeah, I mean, there's a tiny bit of that, but I think it's inevitable that
Yeah.
they don't give you the really good stuff straight away.
Yeah.
But it's like it's not annoying because the stuff you have to get the stuff you really want, you still sort of want. So,
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So those skills, do you level them up, or you unlock one and then it opens up the next?
You unlock one and then
Yeah.
it opens up the next. Yeah, there aren't different levels of skills that there
Where
are.
are those dogs hiding?
Right, okay, let's kill some dogs.
Oh wow, they didn't even notice.
Oh, I missed it. Oh gosh,
So it's not. They haven't seen you yet.
that's the indicator. No, they haven't seen me, but oh, they are coming a bit closer. They've got my scent.
You not. What, is that a real thing, or are you just?
Yeah, that's a real thing.
What they can things can smell.
Yeah,
Wow. How is that?
yeah,
is there-
because one of the syringes is a
masks.
mask the smell, so they don't.
I wonder how that works. Whether it's like wind or location based or anything like that.
Oh, he's behind the wall. Okay.
Oh, there's another one.
Okay. Oh crap!
Yeah, he saw you.
No, it flashes when they've seen.
Oh right. Oh, that was close.
That was close. I wasn't crouched that way.
There's dogs to the left of it.
This is a hot shot. Okay, he's seen me.
Whoa.
Oh gosh!
Probably one of the dogs you didn't tag.
Oh, I've run out of assault rifle ammo. They're everywhere. Not again.
Can you not melee them? Have you got a knife?
I threw a grenade.
Fetch!
I got one of them. Whew! Yeah!
Wow.
That is not an object lesson in stealth,
No.
but it worked. So yeah, they all play out slightly differently.
Yeah.
Ah, we got some hunter quests. I'll show you a hunter quest. These are usually quite fun. I shall just first buy some ammo
Yes.
because I ran out of ammo. Yeah, and it's little things like this stuff just works. You can refill your ammo with just like the click of one button.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can sell all the stuff you don't need with the click of one button. It does this great job of minimizing those things that in most open world games get really annoying.
Yeah.
This has almost none of those annoying things, which is a bigger compliment than it maybe sounds.
Yeah.
Right, let's take on this rare one. These are always quite good fun. Oh, you'll get to see a special emu type thing.
Oh, so cassowary. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Can you help out with the items on the bulletin board?
Yes, I can.
What accent was that? Where are you meant to
There's
be?
some of them are sort of New Zealand, some of them are a bit South African, some of them sound a bit Zimbabwean.
I wonder if that is
It's
the
quite weird.
area, because it's meant to be sort of Hawaii kind of type.
Yeah, they never really say.
Because it was the same in.
Oh gosh!
It was the same in Dead Island. It was meant to be a kind of Hawaii place, and their accents were all over the place. Like you say, South African, Australian.
That was weird. Yeah.
You just slid down, didn't you?
But it kind of works.
Do you have
Oh,
to
hang
kill
on.
this thing with a special weapon?
Yeah, you have to usually. This time it's a sniper rifle, but it changes. Let's just see if this is high enough to. Yeah, it is.
See, I just get lost in stuff like that. Like Just Cause, you spend ages just parachute surfing.
Oh crap. Yeah, it's really fun. Okay, so I just need to trek back up here a bit. Yeah, like just messing around with it is just brilliant fun.
I think when the world is fun to play with without any objectives, I think that's usually a good sign.
Yeah, I never got bored, and I played it pretty much solidly for about 3
Yeah.
days, and I never actually got bored. Okay, so sniper rifle, yes.
Oh, have you got to use a specific one?
No, I can use my one, it's fine.
Oh, there's a cassowary there.
that it?
Yellow? No, yellow neck.
No. Okay, so this is when they're actually quite aggressive, these things.
Yeah.
I'll
Just
take
thin
it.
out the population.
So what I'll do is I'll get some yellow leaf, and I will craft myself.
Anti-smell.
No, hunter's instinct,
Oh, okay.
which allows you to see the animals via their scent. So if I pop that right in there, should say, see, those just look like normal ones.
Yep. Yellow neck, isn't it?
No, that's not him.
Did that one have a yellow patch on his?
Some of them are really
There we go.
Yeah.
Back there.
Yeah. Some of them are really difficult. Like I had to kill a rare panther with a knife, I think, and it just killed me about 3 times before I got it done.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like that.
One of the rare ones is killing a shark, but I have no idea what you have to, like a man-eater shark. But I have no idea what it makes you kill it with.
Give you a fruit knife.
Yeah. So that's a hunty thing.
Yeah.
And that, see, case in point, that will allow me to craft the extended fuel sling, which means more grenades and stuff.
Nice.
So I've pretty much got almost everything now. All of
The
this
extras,
stuff.
yeah. Everything else.
Loot rucksack. Oh, that's the undying bear. That sounds difficult. And yeah, I think that's it. So. Yeah, good. What else is there to? I mean, there's so much stuff. It's
I'm sort of almost daunted a bit, like, 'cause I thought it would be, a good weekend, like sort of 20 hours, have good fun running around shooting stuff. But this looks like a proper undertaking.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I said, like a Blizzard style.
I should be able to parachute into the boat. So I'm gonna miss it. Down.
Shoot at the side of a mountain.
It's alright. It's only. Yeah. So there's quite a few boats. There's quite a ton of jet ski, but. Yeah, and this is the thing, that the world sort of exists without you. Like
Yeah.
the bandits and the rebels fight each other. They hunt animals of their own accord. The animals will hunt them. The animals will fight each other. Yeah, it's brilliant. It just sort of goes on.
I think I did an interview with one of the devs, or maybe it's Louise, I can't remember now. I did a story on it anyway, and saying, like, when they put it all in there, they were sort of surprised how it all interacted. I think they weren't sure what would happen when they put all the different AIs together, and
Yeah,
they had a bit of a party.
Yeah.
A killy party.
yeah, exactly. And it's nice because it ends up giving you those kind of emergent gameplay scenarios, which are the things you sort of end up talking
Yeah.
about.
So you get those kind of water cooler moments, but it's nothing that's been sort of scripted or.
Exactly. Oh, is that a jet ski? Yeah, it is. Jet skis are fun.
There's a blue.
There's a blue plant which we can nab if we want. Some stout kelp.
What does that get you? Oh, is it? So is it just? It's just the colours. It doesn't matter what the plants are.
No, yeah, exactly. Otherwise, it would be incredibly complicated. So there are loads of different plants.
So loads of plants,
In
but they're all
fact,
certain colours.
If we have a look, yeah, there's a handbook here which has like all the plant life in it. So there's loads of, but there's 5 different colours.
Oh, that's
so
really-
it's quite
That's really
clever.
clever.
And you can have
Komodo.
yeah, there's
Komodo.
Komodos, special Komodos. I accidentally, I've only seen one in the whole game, and I accidentally killed it with a grenade.
Can you wear its shell as a hat?
No, unfortunately.
That would be great.
Yeah, golden tiger. Yeah, there's loads of stuff.
Blimey.
It's pretty cool. Right, let's go mad. Let's find some jumps. There's usually some decent jumps. Or you can just make your own by barreling up the side of a mountain.
Can you shoot while you're on this?
No, you cannot. You need both hands, health and safety. Like you say, it's fun.
Do you find things like? I mean, immediately I want to get off the jet ski and have a look in that boat. Is there going to be anything?
Yeah, there might be there might be some treasure.
Because that was all the death of me in Oblivion. Is like I couldn't walk 10 yards without just
Yeah,
checking
there you
out.
go. There's a
Right.
treasure chest right there.
Wow. We don't. Oh,
No, it's
Actually,
alright.
I did.
I'm up now. No, I'm not. I'm sort of up. I can't get out. I can't even get in. Oh, there we go. Is this going to work? Yeah, it is. Can I loot it from here? No. Climb up. Usually there's a nice little climbing animation that would. There we go.
go.
So, just some set sellable items and money. But sometimes you find relics and stuff.
What do the relics do?
Collect enough of them and you get access to new recipes for crafting and new weapons and stuff like that.
Oh, so you can't. So you have to sort of unlock the crafting stuff.
Yeah, you get the basics at first, like the
Someone
doesn't like it. Yeah, so this is just a.
What's going on here?
Oh wow, I haven't seen this before. They've got prison. Oh, I've got the wrong weapon. I haven't seen this before. This is really cool.
You rescued it?
Save me from that psycho.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
Okay, so that's like 30 hours in. I've never seen something like that before. I've saved people in different scenarios, but I've never seen like a planned execution like that.
So what? Are they?
They're Rakiat, I guess.
Okay.
So blue is generally Rakiat and red is pirate. So yeah, there's just little things like that happen when you're not really expecting them to, which is pretty cool.
Oh man, I so want this game. What?
Right. Seems alright. Sometimes they like get bitten by a snake or something, and then they'll make loads of noise.
Louise said when she went out to see it in at the studio, she was walking along and there was a hiss and she'd trodden on a snake.
Yeah, you get that. Oh, I'm not going to beach this thing, am I? I want to hit a jump somewhere. Quite right. Oh, let's see if I can squeeze it over here. Yes!
Whoa! That was pushing it.
That was really pushing
Do your vehicles kind of heal, if you see what I mean, or are you? Like, I'm guessing that's damage there, but
yeah, that's damage. You can repair them with your repair tool.
Oh, of course you can. Nice. So you're always getting XP. Can you just keep going until you've maxed everything out?
Yeah.
You said you had nearly everything.
Yeah, I've got nearly everything. You can. Yeah, there's just stuff like this. I've never been in here. I didn't even know. There's a load of this stuff around here. Don't know if there's anything in here. There might be. There might not be.
Creepy.
It's very creepy.
Feeling a bit of a sort of descent kind of vibe, or is it just going to come out the other
I
side?
might just come out the other side. I mean, I fought a couple of bears in a cave once, which was quite cool. Yeah, you can basically just keep going. Oh, there's another jet ski. How convenient. I don't really know what else to show you, to be honest. Gosh, there's more men over there. Let's get the bow out. See if we can. This is quite difficult.
Does the bow have any drop to it at all?
Yeah, it does. I got him. Oh, didn't get him. Come on then. Oh, I missed him. That wasn't as good. Bye bye.
Can you recover arrows?
Yep.
I always like to recover arrows.
You can recover, it just does it automatically. Yeah, that's what I mean. Tiny little things like that. They all add up. Like it just picks up the arrows for you when you walk past them.
Oh, yeah.
It's just really bloody good. Right. Yeah, and see if you see up there that radio tower.
Yeah.
Those are the things you climb to reveal bits of the map.
So does that look different if you haven't? Does it?
So that mini map in the bottom left would all be. It's not greyed out; it's sort of greened out, so you wouldn't be able to see where the roads are or any of the loot or anything like that. Oh, these guys will actually attack.
Oh, look.
Obviously in unliberated territory.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can leave the dogs to take care of the bad guys.
Yeah.
Which is quite fun.
This is not a youth.
Oh, this is cool. If you don't have any health packs, he heals himself. So there I bit a bullet out of my arm. And you can like bandage yourself and run over emus. And it's really clever actually. So there's loads of. I'll stop for a second to show you. There's loads of different healing animations. So that was biting the bullet. This is wrapping bandage, but they're actually contextual. So if you get damaged by like a grenade, say, he will pull bits of shrapnel out his arm.
Oh, right.
Whereas if it's a bullet, he'll dig the bullet out with his knife and stuff like that, which is really cool actually. I'm sure someone saw me.
Yeah.
Whoa, you guys are crazy.
To be dead.
Have a grenade. Yeah.
Nicely done.
Easy. Oh, I took out my own car as well.
Ugh.
Oh, balls. Yeah, so there's this seemingly... No remorse, kill all the birds. Oh gosh, I didn't do that. Definitely did not just murder your family for sport. I'm going to take you up to the top of the radio tower and show you what that's like, because it's quite fun.
Can you make any animals extinct? I always loved.
No.
Was it Red Dead? You could make the buffaloes extinct,
Yeah,
couldn't you?
yeah, it was. That was sad, actually.
It was such a beautiful idea, though.
I felt quite bad about that.
I think.
I don't know if I don't think you can make anything extinct in this. There's a lot of animals. And
I'd like it if there was like sort of one animal, like a really rare.
To be fair, like I said, I've only seen
Seen.
one giant tortoise, and I accidentally put it up. So maybe that was the only one in the game. So yeah, so this is the. Oh, actually, okay, cool. What I'll do is I'll show you two things in one here. This is one of the radio towers. Now they get progressively more difficult to climb up.
Also, there's a sort of a challenge to.
Yeah, so the first one is basically just the staircase all
Yeah.
the way up. And then they get more and more difficult. This is actually... So this one you can't get in from the ground floor. You have to go up here. And I probably completely forgotten how to do this.
Okay, so there's like a puzzle.
So yeah, again, it's just nice design. You know, it's not
Yeah.
necessary. It's just a nice little touch. So... yeah, it's like a little... Some of them are... Okay, this one's not too bad. So
Yeah.
some of them towards the end get really difficult.
But I quite like this. Is sort of enough to kind of keep you engaged, but you don't want to be like scratching your head, going, "How the hell?" Do I
Yeah,
do
that's the
this?"
thing. It's not... you can't switch off and just do it by pushing forward on the
Yeah.
analog stick, which would be boring. But again, I think I maybe got stuck a tiny bit on one of them once. So that's it, basically. I've done it.
Yeah.
And that's a sort of a medium difficulty one, I
Nice,
guess.
I like that.
And then what there also is, yeah. So then I've done this one. You flick the thing in there, and the camera sort of zooms out and pans around.
Shows you everything.
So what I will do is I will drop off here. Oh gosh! And hurt. Oh, and actually kill myself. Wow. Okay, that wasn't quite what I meant to do.
Maybe like lower.
Yeah. I thought I'd be able to get my wingsuit out, but I didn't have time. I wanted to show you the supply run.
Wonder how many. I wish they could do like kill cams of people just like armed spread eagle, just falling flat into the ground.
Yeah, that's a good outtake. Oh, good. We've actually spawned right in the. Oh, the checkpointing is really good as well, which again is usually a huge annoyance in those games.
So what is this car?
So this is a supply drop quest. Each radio tower has one of these. This is you delivering medical supplies to the Rakyat, and I can't seem to get in.
Oh, so I guess that's the drive down
There we
there.
go. Yeah. So you have to. It's a race basically.
Oh, okay.
A race against the clock. Usually they're not that hard unless you go a bit mad and bail off the side of the cliff, which is actually quite easily done.
Yep.
Oh gosh. Yeah, this is where it starts to go wrong. See where I'm going. Oh crap. You know, it adds a little bit of acceleration. And there are actual races you can do as well.
Or like other cars.
No, like timed lap
Oh, I see.
runs. So that, you know, you get a bit of XP, a bit of money.
Cool. Can you upgrade like vehicle abilities at all? Or?
No, the vehicles are just stock. They are just what they are. But they're quite fun to just thrash around. They do a job. And, you know, you can do stuff like this. Oh, I was trying to get off the edge. Oh gosh. Come back here, you. Oh, he's dead. He is dead. So yeah, that's Far Cry 3 really.
Cool.
And there's plenty more besides. Like I say, look at the map. There's loads of stuff to do, and that was only a small portion of the North Island. There's the whole South Island, which I haven't really liberated very well so
Wow.
far. Yeah, so that's a racing checkpoint.
It's like a whole other
Another-
game's worth of
another
stuff
supply
to
drop.
do.
Yeah, there's if you look, there's poker. You can play poker like you can in Red Dead. There's some sharpshooter challenges. There's knife throwing. What's that? Yeah, there's that. Sniper challenge. Yeah, there's the Wanted Dead quest. There's all of these ones are like story quests, which are to do with the tribe, not like main plot quests, but they're
Yeah.
to do with the tribe, which you can do. Yeah, and like this is after like 30 hours of play, and I still got all this stuff to do. So it's huge, and it's
Yeah.
ruddy brilliant. Oh gosh. And there's Trials of the Rakyat as well, which are online leaderboards. Basically task you with killing as many people as possible using a certain set of weapons. So there's an online.
We're mostly being owned by Ubisoft there, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm quite high up on one of them. There we go. I'm second on that one. Other than that, I haven't done that well. So yeah, Far Cry 3.
Also, 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Buy it, enjoy it, and woohoo!
Lovely. Alright, leave some comments, guys, and we'll speak to you later.
Cool.
Bye bye. Stop waving at the mic.